Top 10 anime that are banned in most countries. If you've been a long-time anime fan, there's no doubt you've probably run into some pretty disturbing content somewhere along your anime watching journey. It's for this exact reason that some countries have decided to ban different anime for viewers of said country. Hello and welcome back to The Genius, and today we'll be going over the top 10 anime that are banned in different countries. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we release new anime top 10s every week. Also, be sure to watch until the end of the video because our number 1 is guaranteed to surprise you. With that said, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Number 10, Rising of the Shield Hero. Starting off this list, we have an anime that almost got completely cancelled for its content. Shield Hero was going to get banned not in just a few countries but worldwide. The reason is that it got attacked for promoting slavery and rape, but everyone who watched the anime knows that is the exact opposite. Luckily, Season 2 has been announced, and for now at least, there's no information about any cancellations. Even if it were to get cancelled, however, it's only going to be in the West, so there are different workarounds if you like this show and would like to watch it, so don't worry. Number 9, Kite. At number 9, we have more of an old school anime by the name of Kite. Kite has been banned in Norway, but let's find out why. The story follows a girl that uses special bullets to make people explode from the inside out. The anime is extremely graphic and violent, but this is actually not the reason why it's banned. There's a notorious scene within the anime that shows a very graphic depiction of a sexual assault on a minor. In most countries, this scene is heavily censored, but since Norway has extremely strict laws about child pornography, the anime was completely banned in the country. It's understandable, but still a shame as it's a good anime. Number 8, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is just the first anime on this list that is banned within China, and spoiler alert, there will be more. The show was banned not so much because of its violent nature or its content, but more because the Chinese believe that it encourages dangerous trends of people sewing and embroidering different accessories to their skin. They did say the violence was a part of it too, but it wasn't as heavily focused on. Being banned in China, however, didn't manage to stop the show's worldwide success, and Tokyo Ghoul is one of the highest selling anime to ever come out, so even for people within the walls of China, it's pretty easy to get nowadays. Although it might be cool to have a mask sewed onto your face like Kaneki, but if you want to watch the anime, you might just want to stay away from the needles. Number 7, XL Saga's last episode. At number 7, we have the last episode of XL Saga, which, believe it or not, was banned in Japan itself. The creator of the show, Shinichi Watanabe, admitted in an interview that he purposefully did a lot to have the episode banned. He made the episode 3 whole minutes longer than what the standards for airing are in Japan. Also, he decided to completely live up to the episode's name, Going Too Far, and added way too much violence. Shinichi admitted to it being a satisfying experience to go beyond the boundaries of TV, but he also said it's not something he should be doing a lot. XL Saga had its fair share of criticism before, so he decided to push it even further, and in the end, he got what he wanted. A banned episode. You can still watch it from the DVD collection though. Number 6, Puni Puni Poemy. Following the banning of XL Saga, we have its heavily inspired spin-off, Puni Puni Poemy. Remember how Shinichi Watanabe said he shouldn't be doing this very often? Well, he did it again, with the whole anime being banned this time in New Zealand. When you hear the name, it sounds incredibly childish and lighthearted, but when you actually watch the series, it's anything but. The show is full of violence and sexual content, which is the main reason for it being banned. Fans attacked New Zealand for his decision since it hadn't banned another anime with the same issues, but the response was that Puni Puni is not as popular, and that's one less depiction of children having sex the country has to worry about. You get this feeling that Watanabe just likes his anime being banned. Number 5, Parasyte. Continuing the trend of anime being banned in China, at number 5 we have Parasyte. This one was one of the biggest controversies when it actually announced since no specific reason was given. There are plenty of other series that could be considered just as violent that aren't banned, so fans were really angry about it. We're assuming the reason is the amount of body horror portrayed within the anime, since that's the whole genre of the show, and because China has been known to thrash shows with excessive body horror in the past. But it hasn't been confirmed yet. Whatever the reason was, fans were bummed out since it's considered one of the best shows of its decade. Number 4. Highschool DxD. At number 4, we have another anime taken down in New Zealand for its sexual depiction of youngsters. Highschool DxD. This anime is insanely sexual, being that it is a harem anime. The main problem New Zealand had with it is that the main characters are high school students, and they considered this too problematic as they believe that sexuality is something to be explored after becoming an adult. Being that the main character in the show is a pervert who dreams of becoming the harem king, guess it wasn't exactly the message New Zealand wanted to send their teens. No matter the reasons, it's true that Highschool DxD isn't an anime little kids should watch for sure. That being said, it's one of the most successful anime in its genre. Adults and teens all over the world have given their opinions all over the internet. So banned or not, that didn't hinder its success much. Number 3. Attack on Titan. Now, if you've watched this show, you know why it's here. But for the people who haven't yet been exposed to the greatness of Attack on Titan, it's basically one of the most brutal shows you'll ever watch. You see body parts flying all the time, and normal people getting chewed on by giant people, and blood and death and every possible violent act you can imagine. If that wasn't enough, a lot of the societal conflicts in the show parallel the relationship between Japan and China. Oh, by the way, guess what country it got banned in? Well, you've guessed it, it's China. Other reasons are the strong themes on opposing authority and the problems that could mean for the future generations watching the anime. But by now you're probably not surprised when you hear China banned an anime series, and you're right to think so. Number 2. Death Note. So, at number 2, yet again, we have China, which banned one of the greatest anime to ever come out, Death Note. In Death Note's case, it's a bit more understandable though, since there are tons of deaths and the main character is literally a serial killer that tries his best to make it sound like he's doing good for the world. If you've watched Death Note, you can probably imagine what'll happen if the most populated country in the world becomes full of little light Yagamis. So it's probably a good call, even though it robs them of the opportunity to get extremely philosophical on the subject. And they're also missing out on one of the best pieces of art and storytelling to ever come out in the anime world. Once again, whatever the reasoning was, that wasn't enough to hinder Death Note's success at all, as it's still one of the highest selling anime to ever come out, and for good reason. But enough on Death Note. At the beginning of the video, we promised that at number 1, we'll have an anime for you that is probably the last one to come to your mind when you think of banned anime series. Before we reveal it, however, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon to get notified on new videos. And now, without further ado, here's our number 1 pick. Number 1. Pokemon. As promised, at number 1 we have the unexpected Pokemon. I bet this one got you pretty surprised, and if you didn't, you either already knew about it or you're pretending. Most anime are banned either because of too much violence or sexual exposure, but Pokemon is the favorite kids show that everyone watch and doesn't have any of that going on. So why was it banned and where? Pokemon was banned in Saudi Arabia, and they actually have many reasons if you ask them. One of the reasons is that gym battles and Pokemon battles in general, as well as trading, are all forms of gambling which is heavily forbidden in Saudi Arabia. Another reason is that it encourages animal fights. Other reasons include the promotion of the ideas of evolution, Christianity, Eastern philosophy, and a few more. They also just hate the games for some reason, so that doesn't help. Overall, they just have a lot of problems with Pokemon, and the whole show was banned in the entire country. And there you have it. That was our list for the top 10 anime that were banned in most countries. Mainly China, but most countries. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure to tell us in the comments down below if we missed any anime that got banned somewhere. Maybe if there's more anime banned out there, we could just make a part 2. With all that said, we'll see you in our next video, fellow geniuses.